Shalom. Want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the Heavenly Father and His Son by their true names. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakak Wadash, and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to my Akim and Great Millstone pushing this truth in these last days. Shalom. And basically, one of the title is the title gonna be, "What is the breath of life?" Which is spoken of in Genesis, which we don't have to get. We all, you know, have common knowledge of that, But I'm going to go into it and break it down. All right. So whenever the Lord put that breath of life in Adam, that was order, laws, order that image, so to speak, order, laws, statutes, and commandments, and that was only done, to the Israelites. But back then it wasn't called Israelites. All right, you know. Back then, was called sons of God or sons of the power, you know. All right, and it says, but I want to start off with this precept because I just got it, So the title, once again, before we shoot on in there, what is the breath of life? And we're gonna, speak on that, and also, speak on how, Jake came together in the 60s, and 70s, during that civil rights period, which that was prophecy, which already came to pass. That's in Ezekiel 37, which we're gonna get, and now in 2020, which will, before 2020, the tabernacle of David, all right, the elect, the men of the Lord been, waking up and coming into this truth, and I'm Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, and but what I meant was, beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone, on down to least of us, and going far as back as Abba Vivens, they've been bringing out this truth of Yahweh Shem Shai and waking up, the house of David, and uh, in the tabernacle of David, the men of the Lord are waking up the the 1/3. All right, so which I don't want to jump the gun. I'm gonna just get the precepts, because I don't want to get the quoting precepts and stuff. This we're gonna start off with this though. Amos 9:11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. All right, and that's what you see happening. All right, and because you got the tabernacle of David. You got the house of Saul. All right, and it's going to be made known in this 2020, in these last days. Who Yahweh Shemel Shah is dealing with and who he not dealing with. Which which Hebrew Israelite camp or congregation, so to speak. Yahweh Shemel Shah dealing with. All right. And this truth, beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone down to the least of us, you got GMS camps everywhere, which the scriptures call them little sanctuaries, and you got them all over the earth. All right, so the proof is in the pudding, but let me see. I don't have to get this. This is not part of the video. I was gonna read on down, but that's not on the topic. I don't really have the precepts in order. I got all the precepts that's on topic, but Not in order. Ezekiel 37. The hand of the Lord Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord Yahweh and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of dry bones. All right. So the scriptures speak, parabolic, and parables and dark sayings. I mean, just like just this how Israelites wrote the wrote wrote the Bible, and it's for Israelites. All right, it was written by Israelites and for Israelites. All right, because today Jake do what you called jive talking. You know. All right, which Elder Apostle Gabar you know went in on it. All right, you know like a couple weeks ago, but even Jake always was the old folks be talking in that having those old sayings and stuff like that. That's a if you spiritual minded, you'll know that you'll pick up on that. Um, Full of bones. All right, and that's the state of Israel today, of the Israelites today. All right, but you have elect waking up. You got the prophets on the highways and byways. Doing their job of Yahweh Shema Shah. You know, and cause me. Wait, Salakia. Verse 2, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry, because our people, they lost, they don't know, they're in utter darkness, they have no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, they don't know who they are, they don't know who their enemy is, they don't know their homeland, they don't understand, the law, statutes, commandments that was given to them, as far as 2/3 speaking, and they, in these last days, Yahweh Shema Shah only gonna give his this truth, his spirit, all right, to the elect, so they can, be able to comprehend, this truth, learn it and be able to teach it also, and that's this is amazing, not everybody is able to understand the scriptures, but out of 7 billion people on the earth, the Lord you know chose you to be a prophet. I'm just speaking to the Akim, but it says verse 3, and he said unto me, son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Yahweh Shema Shah, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. All right, so it's not literal. Now you know what's going on. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter you, and ye shall live. All right. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. All right. And just, spiritually speaking, that's what happens when you come into this truth. When you because Jeremiah, let me get it. Yeah, Jeremiah 3:15, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And that's clothing you, spiritually. All right, and that's Elder Apostles of Great Millstone, on down to the elders over each camp, over each little sanctuary around the earth. Let's go back. It says, All right. It says, "And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord." So I prophesied as I command, as so I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. All right, and this what I meant about, this prophecy already came to pass in the 60s, in the 70s. All right, with our people came together, you know, but they didn't have it. They didn't have that breath. All right, this truth of Yahweh Shema Shah, you know. They didn't know they wasn't calling on the name of Yahweh Shema Shah. They wasn't keeping the law, statutes, commandments. All right, but this was during the time of Malcolm X. All right, and that's getting off into uh, that Muslim bullshit. And you had Martin Luther King. All right, which he even said. Martin Luther King even said he led his people into a burning house. Because that nigga was sold out too. He was Martin Luther King Jr. was a false prophet, and the scriptures tell you that. The scriptures tell you that about a dreamer of dreams. His famous line. But yeah, what Martin Luther King was doing was against Yahweh Bashim Shah, was against the Lord. That's why, and the same thing happened to Malcolm X. The Lord wasn't dealing with Malcolm X, and the Lord wasn't dealing with Martin Luther King Jr. All right. It says, "Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim El Shah, come from the four winds, O breath, and breath breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army." All right, because the elect, the men of the Lord, that's an exceeding great army of Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, and right now we fishers of men, but soon we're going when the Lord give us those new bodies and stuff like that, we're gonna when we back reunited with Yahweh Shema Shah, then we're gonna be them hunters. All right, and we're gonna be getting these these elites from under them bunkers and stuff that they be building. But it says, "Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts." I might not go all the way down. That's too. No, I'm gonna go all the way down so I can. "Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves, and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh, when I have opened your graves, and O my people, and brought you up out of the graves." All right. So this, spiritually speaking, all right, because you're like a zombie without this, without the truth. You're like a zombie. It's like this truth is like being unplugged from the matrix. All right, you in reality. You in your right mind. 2/3 are not in their right mind, and they can't be. That's why they're gonna be they're gonna take them RFID chips, the mark of the beast, and get hit with the nuclear missiles. All right, or various ways of various swords, that Yahweh Shema Shah, his judgment, different punishments and destruction he gonna bring on the wicked, the sinners that all right. Because again, you Negroes and Latinos and made of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, the covenant, the laws was given to you. So that's when you go off from keeping them and you break them. You know, uh, you know, you you're what's the word? You're sinning. So but it's another word I was looking for. All right, so but 2/3 not going. They're going to continue to you know sin on top of sin on top of sin, which we know as iniquity. All right, like the scripture says, you're of your father the devil. All right, and going into 2/3 because they just going to follow after him, after the so-called white man. All right, it says um, in verse 14, Salaki, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I am the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, saith the Lord Yahweh. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick, and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions. And when it says, Joseph and of Ephraim, it's just talking about the northern kingdom, the 10 tribes that's after Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So now you see men of the Lord, Hebrew Israelites on the highways and byways with the 12 tribes chart. All right, you know, it's spiritually and physically, our people are coming back to who they are, and that's why you got so many camps, GMS camps everywhere, and you got, a, 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 a large amount of Israelites waking up and tuning in, so, uh, and you are going to have, Israelites waking up, coming in at the last hour, before, that destruction come, But this truth is 2020. This truth out there, So, and you can see it, Us as men of the Lord, we get those eyeballs. We get look down and look up and down and stuff like that. So that great fame is around the corner as well. What in Zephaniah it says, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. All right, let's go. All right, and this why, just going into why the nation of Israel is in its current state, in that dry bone state. All right, uh, Jeremiah 2:11, half a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods, but my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith the Lord Yahweh. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns, that can hold no water. All right. Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? All right. And that's why, you Israelites are in the state you're in now, for this very reason. All right. And I got a few more, and we'll close up. Well, I got a lot more slugging. Uh, Proverbs 2:6. For the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua giveth wisdom. Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. All right. He keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. All right. And I got another one, Sirach, that backs this up. Um, then then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. When wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh froward things. All right, and that's what this this truth does for you of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. Like it said at verse 6, the Lord give you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, and he has the pastors, beginning with the elder apostles, great millstone. All right, that's feeding the whole field, with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. All right, this your only deliverance, for you Israelites. No other nation can receive deliverance or salvation. Only you Israelites can. All right. And they got another precept which we're not gonna get, but it says money is a defense and wisdom is a defense, but the difference is wisdom giveth life to them that have it, roughly paraphrasing. All right. So all this getting ready, because you got Edomites, and you got Jakes that's on some let's build a bunker, go in the woods and stuff like that, but that's not gonna, you're still not gonna be saved at all. You're still not gonna be saved from those nuclear missiles, because you don't have that you don't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. All right, you don't that which going into that Ezekiel 9:4. All right, that mark of exemption, and let me see if that was it on that one. But that evil man is Esau, the so-called white man. All right, and he's about to, according to Revelation 12:12, he's about to come down with that great wrath. All right, and Second Ezra's, the 15th chapter goes into that as well. And of course, other places in the scriptures where it says the same thing, but let me get this other one. This Ecclesiasticus 19:19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the fruit of the tree of immortality. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law and the knowledge of his omnipotency. All right. And this only given to elect men. All right, I might have to cut it short. Yeah, I might have to cut it short. Let me hurry up. Um, I'm gonna read this and we're gonna close out. Wisdom of Solomon 7. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passive and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she, all right, let me see. For for she is the breath of the power of Yahweh Shemel Shah, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her. For she is the brightness of the everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of Yahweh Shemel Shah, and the image of his goodness. All right, you see the word breath of power of the power of Yahweh Shemel Shah and the image of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Salaki. You know, you gotta peep out the key words and stuff.